Sir, you're charged with especially aggravated kidnapping. You're also charged with aggravated assault, and you're charged with theft of a firearm worth less than $2,500.
You're talking about stuff that is not
You will bring the jury.
Hello and welcome to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the Recovery Addict, and boy, do I have a case for you today.
Why is the dog chewing on this guy?
I think they have got the wrong guy
They
there.
got the wrong guy, and the dog was biting him.
He roughing him up quite a bit. There's a lawsuit.
9 out of 10 judges prefer watching the Recovery Addict live stream in their courtroom.
The fireworks are not done.
Now we're getting commentary on the case. Dati mihi Anglican pros verbis Latinus.
Is that correct?
I didn't ask you to interrupt me.
I completely butchered that intro. I completely butchered the intro. Sorry. We killed it. I had one button to click and I missed it. So there we go. There we go. That's it. All right. Welcome back to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the Recovery Addict. We usually have a better intro than that. It's all right. We'll fix it on the next one. We'll do it in post. We'll fix it in post. Welcome to, let's see, what is today? Day 8. Day 8 in the Duane Davis trial. Then we're talking day 8 of the trial portion, not necessarily jury selection. Jury selection went on for a week, most good part of a week before we got to this part. So day 8 of witnesses and testimony. We're going now to Las Vegas in the courtroom where it is 3:55 on the East Coast. It is just shy of 1 p.m. On the West Coast, or in Las Vegas, as the case may be. Notice flags raised today for passing of Dolly Parton. Yeah, tragic. And then also, I mean, if you haven't been on social media or the news, the world news, anything, just in Nepal and Tibet area, oh my goodness. Earthquake, landslide, flash flood, dam break, and everybody downstream. The water probably rose 60 feet. 60 feet in that little canyon. It just scoured buildings, buses, traffic, everything. Just gone. Unbelievable. So keep them in mind. All right. You want the orthopedic seat? You had to bring your own, unfortunately. We're on limited budget here. You get the bench or nothing. All right. We don't have the guilty soundbite yet, but we do have mistake. That's pretty nice. We've got mistake working. Welcome. Tempted to go to Dollywood. I've never been there, and it's not far from me. It's just across the border. But if you, Dolly Parton was a lot more than just a singer and a songwriter and an actor.
I think you're making a terrible mistake.
I've made several of those. She helped people. For those that don't know, her dad, I believe, was illiterate. And then when she started the foundation that she started to help incentivize kids to graduate and to learn and books and everything, just unbelievable what she's done. And her dad said that's the thing that he was most proud of her for that effort. And she's helped out in huge ways with families affected by hurricanes. She helped out in North Carolina. She didn't owe us anything, right? But she helped out in North Carolina. And then when the sort of the funding, everything was over, she gave an extra $5,000 to each of 900 families. It's just crazy. You look into her life, and if you want to see an example of somebody who made it big and did well with what they had, Dolly Parton is a great example. So wonderful human being. We need more people like her in this world. And yeah, it's a loss. She was a great person. Great person. She took like every, I forget what county it was. She went to like some school and took all the 7th or 8th graders or something into an auditorium and said, pair up with a buddy, doesn't matter who. If both of you graduate, I'll give you each $500. If both of you graduate. The graduation rate or the dropout rate was previously was like 36%. After she went in and made this deal with them, which she personally paid out the money for, it dropped to 5%. To 5%. Just amazing. I mean, the impact in education can have. If you want to know what the impact it could be, just take a look at the last case we were just watching. Education helps a ton. Anyway, we're about to start court here. We're going to be focused on Duane Davis as we continue to mourn the loss of Dolly. But is that all it takes? $500? Well, $500 times several hundred students is a lot of money. And then what did she do for all the employees of Dollywood? She like covers education, books, tuition, enrollment, all these. She covers all of this for all employees of Dollywood, both the long term, the seasonal, the temporary. She just amazing. Winter Libby, we can't wait for you to come back. It'd be awesome. We would like LNC to end just because it's crazy. The amount of crazy going on is nuts, and you've probably seen some of the crazy over there. But we can't wait for you to come back. It'll be awesome. There'll be like a mass flood. We have to have a big party when it's over. All right. Let's see. Anything else? Anything else we need to talk about? Where was the earthquake? It was in Tibet, Nepal, Tibet. Steep mountainous area. A 4.4 earthquake is what triggered it. Most people, as Ryan Holliall said, most people would sleep through a 4.4 earthquake. This one caused a landslide, which went into a river, which caused a flash flood, which then cascaded downstream to impoundments of water like lakes, and it's taken out bridges and it just crazy stuff. Yeah. The landslide was a glacier landslide thing, right? There was ice and stuff involved. It was just nuts. Red Pen, welcome. You said you'd be here before it started, and you just barely 4 o'clock. It was 4 o'clock straight up when I saw it. So you made it. You were true to your word. All right. Just got done mowing 7 acres. Well, Stacks, if you'd like another 0.6, just to finish it off, I know a guy who has I actually fixed my lawnmower.
I think
Can I say this while we wait for court to start? I fixed my lawnmower. It was it would start and it would run for a little bit, but then it would just like die out. And I thought, oh no, I've got like water in my gas tank or something, right? Then I checked the gas and there was nothing wrong with it. Like maybe it's the fuel filter is clogged and it's not letting anything in, or maybe the carburetor is full. I'm thinking of all these worst case scenarios that involve me taking a wrench to the lawnmower, and then I thought it's not getting enough gas. The gas, it's a vacuum. It uses a vacuum system to suck gas into the carburetor. That's how this lawnmower works. And the hose that sucks transfers the vacuum from the cylinder to the fuel line had cracked. It was leaking. It wasn't holding air. So I swapped it out myself and fixed it. It was like a $7 part. Fixed it. No tools. Now it runs like a charm. So it's all good. Haven't mowed our 3 acres for about 2 weeks. The grass is so dry it isn't growing. Oh, it's fire danger. Pretty scary. Court has been late the last few days, and today's no exception. We're looking at 2 minutes past the hour right now. Let's see if I can get... For those of you who came with us this morning and watched the trial, the pro se trial that we were just following, it went crazy, and I apologize for that. It was supposed to be an aggravated assault, just a simple case with a witness who had a lawyer but then went pro se as soon as the jury trial started. Fired his lawyer, said I can do it on my own, and it went off the rails with some of the unapproved activities and improvised weaponry that's used in prisons and jails by the inmates. I am so sorry we went there, but didn't have poo flinging on my card for today. Let's see. Day 8, KFD. There we go. Okay, I've got everything where I need it. It turned into a crappy trial. Very crappy. Yeah.
I think I'm about to catch a whooping.
It's still going on. I'm watching the sentencing phases. We'll catch that later. We'll catch the sentencing phase at a later time. You were shopping and missed it all. Red, this is one you probably don't have to go back and rewatch, especially anytime near dinner time or lunch. Did they ever catch the escaped inmate shackled? The guy up in Indiana? Stacks, there was a guy in Indiana, I think it was yesterday afternoon, who escaped from federal custody, shackled. And if you want to look like a complete numbskull, let an inmate who's shackled escape from you while you're in federal custody. I didn't see what happened. The coverage sort of dropped off really quick on that, so I'm thinking they might have caught him, but I don't know for sure. So maybe somebody up in the area, up around the I-94 area, could let us know. That would be great. Yes, they caught him. Good. He had a Scarface shirt on. Yay. Perfect. Okay, here we go. They're getting things ready for right now. KFD's coming out. Don't know why today's been different, but I've had probably seven prank phone calls today. Normally only get one or two. No audio yet from court. We'll wait for the judge to show up before that happens. But we should get a shot of Mr. KFD coming in, potentially wiping his nose as he does, and taking a seat. Pet peeve of mine when it comes to police officers' uniforms are those officers that iron their shirts and they crease the patch on their shoulder right down the middle. Have you guys seen that? I can't take an officer seriously if they crease their shoulder patch. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's patch abuse is what it is. Took 5 hours to catch him. Was hiding in a lake or marsh. It's covered with leeches and mosquito bites now. Maybe some ticks. That's going to be fun. If you're seeing the thumbnail screen, you might refresh. Yes, YouTube's doing YouTubey things. We're noticing some differences in chat. We've also had some audio issues from YouTube. If you can hear me now, this is great advice. If you can't, it won't work. But if the volume suddenly cuts out when you think it should not in the trial, if I'm moving my mouth and you're not hearing me, or court appears to be, everyone else seems to hear it and you can't, refresh your screen, refresh your page, and it should fix it. YouTube has had some issues with that lately. I've learned from the Young Thug trial that when they're wiping their nose like that, they're signaling that there's a rat, somebody that is snitching on them. Young Thug, the slime life stuff. I don't know, how many officers did it take to let KFD out of the cell? Oh, lawyer was meeting with him, that's why. No ponytail today. I think that's a wise choice, the ponytail.
On record, State versus Davis, C377407. My understanding is we have one thing we need to address outside the presence before we bring the jury back in.
Yes, I guess two things, Your Honor. First is we'll be admitting some jail calls. We've edited those down to not include the lead-in and just the relevant portions.
We have jail calls.
Mr. Sam, who are those redactions. The issue that Mr. Sam raised to me was regarding, we're playing about, I think, less than 10 minutes of YouTube video but Mr. Sant has an issue with the...
So the jail call issue is done?
The jail call issue is done.
You're just putting that on record, that there's no objection to the foundation for that, and you're not doing it through the custodian of records?
I can't
yes,
play
we had
10 minutes
agreed
of
ahead of
video.
time.
Got it. So moving on to the issue with the YouTube videos.
Yes, Your Honor. My understanding is Mr. Sant has an objection as to the foundation for the YouTube videos.
That's correct, John. My understanding is that they're going to produce an individual that works for the Clark County District Attorney's Office will come here and basically just say that he found the videos on YouTube. I don't think there's going to be, I don't think there's going to be foundation laid properly in terms of when the videos were taken, by who, along those lines. And so as a result, we would just do a preliminary objection to the foundation. Maybe the state will lay that foundation during the course of the trial.
And what's your proffer as to what you expect the foundation to be?
That our discovery technician went on YouTube and saw the defendant's face, and nothing is off camera. It's the defendant's face, and that he's talking in a very recognizable voice that we have all heard. And I think that's sufficient foundation for that. It speaks for itself, similar to the book situation.
And what's your objection that the video is not what it purports to be, as to foundation, essentially?
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
So, foundation, the essential question is that the item being proposed is what it purports to be. What's your objection on those grounds?
I don't think there's an objection that it is Mr. Davis that's on the video. It's more of when and where the videos were taken. So it's not the same group of characters that was from the testimony of Mr. Dorsey, for instance. It's other people doing those videotapes. So as a result, if there's foundation laid on it, then I'm not. Then I think that satisfies that.
I think it satisfies foundation that it is a video of Mr. Davis. It's what you're proposing it be.
Yes.
I think there's probably going to be questions and argument regarding when it was taken, who took it, for what purpose, etc. But as to foundation, I don't think that's lacking.
Okay. All right. I at least wanted to have that out before the jury came in instead of in the middle.
Okay, that sounds good. So that's my preliminary ruling on that. We can raise it in the moment if there's anything more, if there's more doubts that come up, Mr. Sanft, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Anything else? Anything from your side?
No.
I do want to make a record that we replaced, and God, the numbers are escaping me, but I believe it's 121, and then the transcript that goes with the July 17, 2017 with redacted audio and a redacted transcript.
Okay.
I also had marked, I think it's WW, which is the defense's 180-page return to the October 2nd, 1996 search warrant that I also marked for the defense.
Okay, sounds good. All right, let's bring in the jury.
Time for the jury.
We have a problem. We cannot play 10 minutes of YouTube video. We will get a copyright strike from whatever channel has that YouTube video. I'm not sure how to resolve that.
The parties stipulate the presence of the jury.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
You may be seated. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're still in the state's case in chief for now. State, who's your next witness?
State's witness is Adam Stair.
Audio or video will be claimed. Doesn't matter which one. We'll have to break it up. I'll have to pause it. I hate doing that, but I'm going to have to.
You do solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in this action shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yep.
You may be seated. May I please have you state and spell your first and last name for the record?
My name is Adam Stair, ADAMSTOEHR.
All right, thank you, sir. Whenever you're ready, Mr. Paul.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Stair, how are you employed?
I'm an electronic evidence specialist for the Clark County District Attorney's Office.
And how long have you been an electronic discovery specialist with the District Attorney's Office?
About 3.5 years now.
Okay, and what do your job duties entail?
We collect evidence from various databases, and we download it and upload it into our case file for the attorneys.
And you also ensure that those pieces of evidence are distributed then to defense counsel?
Yes, we prepare them for discovery and we send them out.
I'm going to ask you particularly about things I asked you to do in this case. Did I ask you to obtain YouTube videos of the defendant, Mr. Davis?
You did.
And did you do that?
Yes.
And is it fair to say that there were a number of videos?
Yes, that is fair to say.
And then did I next ask you to reduce those videos to just a small number of brief clips for the purposes of the presentation today?
You did.
Okay. And Your Honor, may I approach?
You may.
Do you recognize what State's Proposed 165 is?
I do.
What is State's Proposed 165?
Is a CD of YouTube exhibits.
And does this CD contain the actual videos that you compilated and then clipped?
Yes, there should be 3 videos.
Okay. Your Honor, at this point, I'm going to move State's Exhibit 165 to evidence.
Any further objection, Mr. Stamps?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Over objection, they will be admitted.
At this time, we're going to publish State's Exhibit 165.
You may.
Before we get into this, again, these are very small snippets of much larger and longer videos.
Yes, very much longer interviews.
You want to go in order? Let's do the book first.
Okay, we're gonna.
You and Orlando and everyone.
In order? Let's do the book first.
Let's go here. Keep this on.
You and Orlando and everyone else meets up. But you guys don't have any guns.
Who said that?
Okay.
Well, it was in the book. Until Von Zip came in the picture.
This is a great deep voice on this. This guy's.
All right, listen, I don't want to talk about that.
Okay, I mean, but it is in the book.
Okay, yeah. Let them read about it.
Okay, and I guess Foxy Brown was with Zip.
Let them read about it.
Let them read about it in the book.
Well, according to the book, which there's going to be a link in the video that you could actually order from.
That's right. Matter of fact, let me see my book.
You want to go ahead and show the book?
Yeah, let's show the book. Yeah, this is my book here. I would like you guys to buy it.
Hey, pause. I have to break this up, first of all, for a couple things. Vlad TV is actually following this. They're one of the media in this case.
The real truth, instead of from a cop or some fucking industry people, some bullshit, you getting it from the real motherfucker. So go get the book, and you can get the real truth about this whole situation. Right? Thank you.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and read from the book passage.
Okay.
On getting a gun for the Tupac hit. While we were waiting for the valet to bring out our cars, Zip seized the opportunity and called me over to his Benz. Zip was a big-time New York player, pimp, and hustler who used to come out to California and handle his business and kick it with us sometimes. As I walked up to the driver's side, I noticed the rapper Foxy Brown was in the car with Zip. So he instructed her to step out of the car and motioned for me to jump in.
Okay, so this is the interviewer from Vlad TV reading this portion out of the book.
Zip had a hidden compartment, and he opened up, reached in, and pulled back a 40 Glock.
Like I say,
he turned to me and said, "It's time to get the money."
Like I say, get your $20 and read about that part.
Wow.
I'm going to play the second file.
Get your $20.
You had cancer at one point?
Yeah.
You beat it.
I beat it, yeah.
It was a colon cancer?
I told you I beat 3 of the baddest entities in the world. United States government.
Cancer.
Fucking cancer.
And Tupac.
In the streets.
Oh.
And then one last file.
It's an amazing voice.
Yeah. Let me tell you something, my brother. Tupac never jumped on him. He was by himself. He didn't. My nephew never jumped on no fucking Tupac. Come on, man. Tupac was wrong with 2 left fucking shoes, nigga. I mean, don't you think he was wrong? Honestly.
I mean, yeah, I think he could have, reacted in a better way.
Look at the attitude still.
Listen, homie.
Listen, homie.
You don't think that man is wrong?
He could have reacted in a better way, I guess. I mean,
I'm talking. Vlad is his fucking biggest fan. He admitted that man is wrong, man.
He's angry.
I mean, yeah, man. I mean, he was wrong, man. But that was only done out of loyalty, man.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. He never jumped. My nephew didn't jump on him. He jumped on my nephew. A kid, man. My nephew was a fucking kid. Them was grown ass mans, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Know what I'm saying?
He was a fucking kid, dude. That's why he had on that jersey. He's a fucking kid, dude.
All right, we
You know
got
what I'm saying?
we got the gist of that one.
From the courtroom proceedings in this case.
I did.
And did you receive the one view from a television network and another view that you synced up?
Yes, I did.
And how do you do that?
I use Adobe Premiere Pro.
It's good software.
Took both videos, entered them into the same timeline, and then set them side by side.
Sync the
and
audio.
sync them up so that they played. It's the same video. It's the same video from different angles.
And I'm going to approach you State's proposed Exhibit 166.
A big sky. I don't want
Did
to
you actually
lose
put
my
that
channel.
compilation on a video?
There's copyright
And
issues.
then, I'm sorry, did you put that video
Produced
on
video
a
like
CD?
I did.
And is this the CD that you put it on?
Yes, it is.
All right. Your Honor, this time State's going to move 166 into evidence.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
So admitted.
This time State's going to publish 166.
I have the room back here at 3:40. Please rise for the jury.
At that time when Reggie Wright Jr. is sitting in front of the witness stand, that Mr. Davis is mouthing words at Reggie Wright Jr.
Yes.
Oh. As part of your duties with the Clark County District Attorney's Office, did you also have access to calls that Mr. Davis made since September of 2023?
I did.
And did I ask you to review some of those calls?
You did.
And did I ask you to clip some portions of those calls for the purpose of a presentation here today?
Yes.
I'm going to show you what's been previously marked as State's Exhibit 164. Is this CD the CD that you prepared containing those clips of calls?
Yes, it is.
All right, at this time, State's going to move 164 into evidence.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
So admitted.
This time, State's going to publish State's Exhibit 164. We'll go in chronological order. So can we play the 10, 12, 23?
Yeah, everything gonna play out for me, though. Everything gonna do. They just trying to use the words out there against me, but they can't do that shit. So,
Well, shit, they trying it.
well. I didn't break the thing that fucking Greg Hayden broke the thing. Shit.
I just wish you would have never did. You know, just let that. Oh, you would probably would have been there. No, I forgot. I just wish you would have never talked to that man. You know.
Yeah, you're right. I know. I should have just went on and did that little.
Stop doing all them interviews and that. Just never did none of that shit. Just I should have done. Whatever happened. You know.
Yeah, you're right.
Everybody, that shit all over. All you see on Instagram is that all that shit. I'm like, damn, this shit is viral.
Yeah.
Now, Mr. Stair, you've listened to this calls maybe one or two or more times. Is that fair?
That's fair.
In terms of editing it, is it fair to say that while some of the audio is a little bit garbled, upon hearing it a number of times, you're able to discern some of the words that are being stated?
Yes.
And is it fair to say that Mr. Davis says they're trying to use my words against me?
Yes.
And that he says, I didn't break the thing, Greg Kading broke the thing?
Yes.
Okay. Now can we play the next call at 10:21:23?
Trying to fix the audio on these calls.
Yeah, they ain't got shit though. They trying to use my statements against me. You gonna lose, dude. I was paid to say that, stupid ass dude. Yeah.
Okay.
I was paid to say that, stupid motherfucker. You can't use my shit against me, you stupid.
I mean, what's this book they say you wrote?
Yeah, I did. After that dude did that, I didn't breach that contract. He did.
I didn't breach that contract. He did.
You off carrot top. You know what I'm
saying?
Oh, bitch. He had my life fucked up. I clawed up under a rock for 6 years. And I just got tired of it. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Let them know the motherfucking truth. Bitch, you ain't just got me, motherfucker. The niggas around me got you for me.
Mm-hmm.
That Dirt Rock, all them son of a bitches. You know?
Wow.
Yeah. Even my boy Jerome down the street from you. Louisa, all them motherfuckers. Oh, like, damn. All that shit. You know?
And similarly, have you listened to this call more than one time?
I have.
And is it fair to say that Mr. Davis says they're trying to use my words against me?
Yes.
And in fairness to Mr. Davis, he does say, I was paid to say those words.
Yes.
And then he says, when he's asked about what's that book you wrote, he says, yeah, I wrote that book.
Yes.
And then later on he says, I'm going to quote, let the motherfuckers know the truth.
Yes.
Okay. And then he later on says, regarding Greg Kading, you didn't get me, and then says some people who actually did get him.
Yes.
Okay. Can we play the 11-9-23?
Fine. So I'm gonna call Edie. I'm gonna call him today, and then when you call me later on tonight or tomorrow, I know.
Okay.
Okay.
Love, my bro.
All right, I'm looking out for you, big dog. All right.
Once I get home, man, we rich.
Oh, of course. Of course.
All right, I got to tell Keith, dude, you know what I'm saying? Don't throw that motherfucking shit up in your face. We be mad the motherfucking 10 years later. That series still going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Make us want to, you know, I got to tell that nigga, I got blood on my money. All right, what's up, bro? Okay.
All right, big dog. All right. Talk to you later. Peace.
Similarly, had you listened to this call a number of times?
Yes.
Is it fair to say that Mr. Davis says, I have blood on my money?
Correct.
And then the last call from July 5th, 2024.
I have to make these mono
I
because
was way before that dude. I was way out there before him, dude. I know Easy and Dr. Ray and put them on, motherfucker. Don't need this little faggot. You know what I'm saying? Pick up in fucking prison, get fucked in the ass. Fucking icon. Police and all that raping little girls, jumping on little kids in the fucking hallway of the fucking casino. And that dude's a piece of shit. You know?
Shit, bro, they making this shit way with it, like,
Straight.
Talking about your icon. Well, where?
Icon, my ass. I don't want none of my kids like that motherfucker. Faggot.
Okay, and similar to the previous three calls, have you listened to this call a number of times?
Yep.
And is it fair to say that well, he says a lot, but in particular, he says he's complaining about somebody jumping on little kid in the casino, in the hallway of the casino, that he's a piece of shit.
Yes.
Court's indulgence. State will pass the witness.
All right, Mr. Stamp, cross-examination.
No cross-time.
Ladies and gentlemen, any of the jury, any questions for this witness? Seeing none, thank you, Mr. Starr. You're free to go. State who's your next witness.
Judge reserving the right to confirm with the clerk that everything that we've offered has been.
they're going to close. They're going to rest.
At this point, the state would rest.
At this point, the state would rest.
Do you want to come up and review it, or have you already done
I've
it?
checked. It's just the last three exhibits actually is the last one we're going to confirm.
Okay.
Can we address 31?
Oh, yes, I forgot to address 31. So 31 was a duplicate.
Okay.
So we never offered 31. We just need to make a record that 31 was a duplicate of, you know what exhibit it is? Of 30. Yeah, it's a duplicate of 30.
Okay.
So the clerk asked you to put that
So
on.
31 should just be blank. There should be no exhibit attached to that.
Well, it's marked as a proposed exhibit. It's just not admitted
Correct.
as a duplicate.
Okay.
We are ahead of schedule on this trial. DSN, thank you very much for the super chat.
We're moving into your case in chief.
Yeah, maybe a question.
You may.
Defense has no questions for the evidence discovery tech who was played around with some videos, found some stuff online, put those together from YouTube, from Vlad TV, and a couple other destinations, as well as some video from this very trial, where Reggie White Jr. is just finished testifying, and the mouthed words, which we slowed down. I don't think we slowed down that one, but we went back and watched over and over They now play that as evidence that that was said, and they brought the courtroom video. They subpoenaed the courtroom video to show the angle at which he was facing, who he was looking at, to say, yes, that was indeed at the witness. So that's feel a little vindication there. We called it, and they confirmed it. He's going to try to say he was talking to his lawyer. Yeah, the state doesn't believe so. Let's see what we got here. Starbucks, not a sponsor. I've also spotted a Monster Energy drink here. If defense rests, I'm wondering if defense is basically saying, hey, we didn't know. They didn't tell us they were going to rest so soon. We don't have our witnesses ready. We can't begin right now. I'm wondering what that makes today look like. It's only it's a short day, right? But we've only been going for half an hour. Or less even. Judge has a conundrum. You can see she's thinking what she wants to do. She doesn't like it. She's laughing. Something's funny. DVD pours himself some of that good stuff, that nice cold water.
Okay. Mr. Sand, anything you wanted to put on the record?
Yes, Your Honor. With regards to the defense's case in chief, we have witnesses lined up. We cannot make it here today. There will be officers from the Metropolitan Police Department to testify on behalf of the defense. Because of the fact of their scheduling, we're unable to get it today. We would ask the court to allow us to start our case in chief tomorrow with a detective and 2 police officers tomorrow.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen,
sorry,
we're way ahead of schedule. Ultimately, the defense at this point is moving into their case in chief that doesn't have their witnesses available until tomorrow. So we are going to recess for today and have you guys back here at noon tomorrow. During this recess, you are admonished not to talk or converse amongst yourselves or with anyone else on any subject connected to the trial, or read, watch, or listen to any report of or commentary on the trial of any person connected with this case by any medium of information, including without limitation, newspaper, television, the internet, and radio, or form or express any opinion on any subject connected with the trial until the case is submitted to you. Sorry, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Please rise for the jury.
The pay is the same, even though it's a light work day. Wow. You got logos and faces and stuff on this.
Judge, you said noon?
Noon tomorrow.
Noon tomorrow.
Eat before you come, guys.
Eat before you come. We're not paying for your lunch. You already paid your parking today. Well, this means we get to go back to the poop trial. We're going to have to portal to that because we need to keep it separate. Well, no, we don't need the portal.
For the record, the jury has exited the room. Everyone can be seated. Mr. Davis remains standing. I have to admonish you on your right to testify at this time, just so you can make that decision overnight with your attorney, okay? Mr. Davis, under the Constitution of the United States and under the Constitution of the State of Nevada, you cannot be forced to testify in this case. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
You may, at your own request, give up this right and take the witness stand and testify. If you do, you will be subject to cross-examination by the Deputy District Attorney, and anything that you may say, be it on direct or cross-examination, will be the subject of fair comment when the Deputy District Attorney speaks to the jury in their final argument. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
If you choose not to testify, the court will not permit the Deputy District Attorneys to make any comments to the jury because you have not testified. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
If you choose not to testify, the court will instruct the jury, if your attorney wants me to, as follows. The law does not compel a defendant in a criminal case to take the stand and testify, and no presumption may be raised, and no inference of any kind may be drawn from the failure of a defendant to testify. Do you have any questions? Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions in general about these rights?
No, I'm good.
You understood? Okay. You're further advised that if you have a felony conviction and more than 10 years has not elapsed from the date you were convicted or discharged from prison, parole, or probation, whichever is later, and and you elect to take the stand and testify, the DA will be able to ask you in the presence of the jury the following. 1, have you been convicted of the felony? 2, what was the felony? And 3, when did it happen? But the DA cannot get into details about that. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'll leave it to you and your attorney's consultations as to what your decision is, but I just wanted to give you those rights at this time.
Okay.
Okay.
Judge, just for the record, because Mr. Stamp may not be aware of this, we checked the 2015 conviction. It ran on August 11th of 2026. So the only conviction that he would be facing cross-examination for is his conviction a couple of years ago for battery by a prisoner.
Okay. All right. Yes, sir?
Is that why they sent them to attack me?
I understand that's that's your position, that happened, but ultimately, I don't know anything about that case. I've never looked at it, okay?
Okay.
All right. Okay, you guys can be seated. Anything else we need to address outside the presence?
No, Your Honor, in terms of scheduling, we anticipate once we have our case in shape and the state rebuttal that we'll probably be closing on Monday.
Okay.
So we'll just need to go over jury instructions.
Yes. So I've been working on jury instructions. Ms. Panduct asked that we include a Carter instruction just in case.
A what instruction?
A Carter instruction.
Carter, okay.
And then Ms. Panduct also asked about a voluntariness instruction. We have some thoughts on that. So
a voluntariness or a voluntary manslaughter?
The voluntariness of the statement.
I understood. Okay.
So we have some thoughts on that. So we're preparing something that we think conforms to this court's ruling, and then we will probably have a corpus delicti instruction as well.
When did you want to settle?
I'll get this to Ms. I assume Ms. What you said to Ms. Panduct? Okay, I'll get it to Ms. Panduct this evening, and then I'll if we can probably do it Friday morning or Thursday, probably Friday morning probably be best, or Friday sometime during the day. Settle those during that time, so Ms. Panduct has some time to review with Mr. Saft what the instructions are.
Okay. All right. So we'll plan on settling those probably Friday morning. Sometime. Okay. Sounds good.
The only question I would have is the 2 rebuttal witnesses I have to. One, I know that they're calling. Should I have them here at 2 tomorrow? Because I don't imagine Mr. Stamp is going to be very long, or should I have them here at 9 o'clock on Friday?
No, don't do that. If we just have them here at 2 o'clock, that should work.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Sounds
I'm
good.
going to try to get them here for 2.
Have everybody here at 2. Maybe we may have the submission of the case at least wrapped up by the end of the day tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you guys. We'll be in recess.
And closings on Monday? Wow. That was quick. Quick and almost painless. All the individuals who won the lottery to sit in court today feel gypped. That's all I get. That's all I get. If you notice, I changed the camera angle during the break, so you're now sitting over my shoulder instead of on my shoulder. But gives you a little more view of the desk and all that. All right. Now you know where we have to go. You know what we have to do now. Oh, man. Let's see. We have to jump back to our trial.
You're making a terrible mistake.
We have to jump back to the terrible mistake trial. There's a trial going on in Texas. It's an aggravated assault trial of Mr. Hill, Trey Hill supposedly negotiated on Instagram to buy an AK-40, well, not an AK, an AR-15 assault rifle type style, a sporting gun. Assault rifle's not an accurate word, but it's a sporting rifle without a stock. He shows up at an Academy Sports, the agreed upon location, gets in the seller's truck in the front seat. According to the seller, he grabbed the gun, pulled a gun of his own, and robbed them at gunpoint, taking the gun and fled on foot, then got in his vehicle. The sellers then followed and chased after him, at which point, when they made it onto the freeway, the defendant climbed partially out the window while still steering with one hand and fired multiple shots back at the seller, who continued to follow anyway, and it just went all crazy. The police found no guns. They found no bullet casings at the scene. They found no holes in any vehicle, but he was convicted of that crime. We're now in the punishment phase. During the punishment phase, everything went off the rails. This is a pro se defendant, by the way. He started with an attorney, ends up pro se. He thinks he can run this himself. I think he was acting like I know it's not a nice word. He was acting like he had mental challenges during the trial. Almost silly, grinning like the Cheshire Cat, and being almost incoherent. And now he got a little angry during the sentencing phase, and he is spitting mad and nailing his sentence. He's speaking his complete sentences for the first time in a long time. So we're going to pick up somewhere close to where we left off, and jump back to 6 here. Let's see. That's it, right?
Did I make multiple calls, messages to you?
Wait. Hold, please. I think we're about here.
He already answered the question that he doesn't.
That's not it. We have to get to that part. It's still spicy.
And ask another question.
So you continue down on the video so we can see how I acted afterwards in the process, so we can make sure that in this process, maybe I may have apologized afterwards, or I may have discussed to him and said some things to him, hopefully, so we don't exclude anything. So any training.
If you want to play the rest of the video, do you have any issue with him playing?
No, I don't want it right now, but if you give me a moment, we'll ask him a couple more questions that we need. Is this your first time having to go through the process of dealing with me?
The first time of having to deal with you, sir?
Yes.
Negative. This is the first time that I've had a use of force with you.
Okay.
But I've dealt with you previously on the north side, sir.
Have I ever spat on you?
Have you ever spat on me?
Yes, sir.
No, sir, not to my knowledge. That is why I asked the officers to step away, because prior to this situation, we generally had a good rapport.
Now, in this process, I want to ask you this. You can see that fence right there, sir? Mr. Kelly?
Can I see what?
Can you see that fence right there?
Are you referring to the one on the right or the left, sir?
To the right, not the cell door.
Yes, sir.
Is it true that inmates have to sleep in front of these fence barricades?
Yes, sir. That is the day room.
This is the day room area for inmates to be able to walk around and run around and work out, correct?
That is correct.
I want to ask you this. Do they have a restroom in there?
They do.
How many toilets?
How many toilets in the day room, sir?
Yes, sir.
There is at least 4 toilets for each dorm because there's 4 day rooms, sir.
Can inmates grab a coffee bag and fill up a coffee bag and go through the process of throwing food, toxic waste, or feces, or even urine on other inmates through that fence?
It's possible that it can happen, yes, sir.
Okay. If we were to go through your statistical bases and your informational systems through the facility, would you say that this is something that is actually extremely prevalent in these areas of the facility?
Pertaining to this situation right here at 2 in the morning?
Yes.
No, sir, because there's no inmates in the day room at 2 in the morning. The day room closes at 10 p.m.
Not specific time of day, but just in general.
Can you clarify the question, sir?
I'm saying basically saying, so inmates can be attacked, right? Through this fence barricade.
Attacked, are you meaning by them throwing something on somebody?
Correct.
It is possible.
Can y'all statistically prove how often this happens, that inmates are attacked in this section of the facility?
Are you asking how often does it occur?
No, I'm asking, can the facility of Jefferson County statistically prove how often this is an occurrence?
To answer that question, I would have to say it is possible that if there was a report wrote on it, then sure, there's a recollection of it. But not all instances is there a report wrote because the officer may or may not see anything happen.
Are you saying this is regular or is this a regulation in the facility?
What do you mean by the regulation, sir?
I asked you, is this often that inmates do this in the facility? That's all I'm asking.
This type of behavior
Yes.
is not normal. They should not be throwing feces on.
Is it not normal? Are you evading my question?
Sir?
Is it not normal or is it not often?
It is not often. They should not be throwing feces on people, no, sir.
So we can prove this through multiple viewer discretion in the informational systems in the facility.
Viewer discretion. Like I had stated, if there was a report wrote on it, then there will be a record of it.
So I want to say to Ms. Judge West, on the case of this matter, I would, if we could bring this any further, if not for the jury, I want to extend this on the idea of my Eighth Amendment for cruel and unusual punishment in the facility. But I also want to ask a few more questions. In the case of this matter,
asking
is
for a
it often that
continuance?
y'all go through the process and move the inmates to another section of the facility or another cell when occurrences happen where they may be attacked in the facility?
Are you asking if we separate inmates from potential abusers from other inmates?
Correct.
Yes, sir. We always separate the individuals to the best of our ability.
Do you know my particular reason on why I'm even housed in this section of the facility and not general population?
No, sir. If I had to guess, it was probably due to behavior.
Okay, so in this process, I've released that area during my testimony on how I've been wrongfully.
Your question, sir?
Trained in this area.
Just ask the question and then you'll be able to testify later.
Are we able to go through the process in that day room and write grievances up on these type of situations?
The day room is open between 9 a.m. and about 9:30 to 10 p.m., sir, at which time the kiosk, the phone, any process you would need to make, you're free to do so in the day room.
Do you know your Eighth Amendment? Do you know our constitutional Eighth Amendment?
Do I know the constitutional Eighth Amendment?
Correct.
Judge,
By word, no.
I got to object. It's not relevant to punishment phase this trial.
Sustained. You don't have to answer the question. Ask another question.
Okay, cool. Is gang violence or even the idea of people conglomerating in groups in this facility a thing that y'all have to worry about?
Is this pertaining to this situation right here, sir?
No, just in general, but specifically on this situation, you can't answer the bar on this situation. When it comes down to my situation, it's a simple question. Is gang violence or bullying or hazing something that you have to do in the facility? Yes or no?
No, sir, there's no hazing in the facility. If the individuals decide to have misunderstandings, we separate those situations.
Okay. Now, you said you worked here for over 12 years, correct?
Negative. I stated this would be my 10th year, sir.
Okay. Is it true that inmates get jumped in this facility?
It is possible because when you have more than one inmate housed in the facility, they tend, I apologize. When you have more than one inmate housed in the housing area, it is possible that they could or could not be involved in altercations with more than one inmate.
Is it true that in these cells, you're able to see another inmate through the mesh wire or even throw feces or urine or water at another inmate through the mesh wire?
I suppose it could be possible.
Okay. Is it true that this facility can change your outlook upon life dealing with other men around you on a daily basis?
I don't understand your question, sir.
Is it true that do you feel like other individuals being around you could have a definite impact on your individuality?
I feel like if you're put back in these single cells, it is generally due to your behavior.
Mhm.
And the general purpose of this is to correct that behavior,
Mhm.
or at least isolate you from being able to physically contact other individuals
Mhm.
due to you possibly being the problem in the facility.
Where do y'all usually send individuals that are either poor or in even drunk or even on narcotics? Do y'all send the general population or do y'all send to the back city?
We do not house inmates based on whether or not they're poor or not, sir.
Okay,
Hold
let's
on,
try
hold on, hold
drunk.
on. Hello? Hello?
Hello. Hi, this is Luna Smith, and I'm calling from Accident Support Department. How are you doing today?
Pretty good.
Okay, that's good. I was calling about the car accident you had in the last 2 years. So, did you receive any compensation money for that accident?
Are you the person I hit?
No.
Okay. Okay. They've been trying to get a hold of me. I think they're trying to serve me with a lawsuit or something. But what was your question?
No. No, sir. I'm asking about the car accident. Do you had any accident in the last 2 years?
You're not recording this, right?
No, sir.
Okay. So yeah.
So, when was your accident? Which year was that? 2025 or 2026?
End of 20. Well, it was sort of crossed between them because it was on New Year's Eve of 2025.
Okay. And it was not your fault, right?
I didn't. They came out of nowhere. Like I didn't even see them.
Okay. I'm so sorry about your accident, but you are eligible for some healthy amount of compensation money for that accident. So I'm transferring your call to my senior specialist. Hold on the line and your call will be connected to my senior specialist, okay? Hold on the line.
Are they going to fix my car?
Your call is very important to us. Please stay on the line and you'll be transferred to the next available agent.
Definitely. Stay on the line and your call will be connected to my senior. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, hi there. Client had an accident in 2025. Can you deal with that? Yes, sure. I can take the call. Thank you. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, sir. Hi, this is Hannah Cooper. I am one of the senior representatives. How are you doing?
Pretty good.
Very good to know that. Well, actually, this call is about your accident, the one you had in last 2 years, which was not your fault. So, you have not received any compensation yet, right?
No, and it's cost me a fortune because I've had to go to daily massages since this happened just to deal with the pain.
Okay, all right. So you are still getting medical treatment for the injury?
It's not really medical. It's I just there's a place I go to and just to get a massage.
Okay, all right.
You know those places, right? They also do acupuncture. It's like a spa.
Okay, all right. And how did the wreck happen, sir? What happened at the time?
Well, it was New Year's Eve on 2025. So I'm not sure if it actually happened in 2025 or 2026 because it was right around midnight because I know there were fireworks going off, and that was a little bit distracting. And I thought it was actually a big firework that I had heard, but it turns out there was a crash.
Okay. And then what happened?
Well, I got out of there as quick as I could.
Okay.
She hung up on me. She hung up on me. I was trying to use all your suggestions in chat. You put put it in chat. I just added into the whatever we're saying. I'm not sure where you were going with the massages. Who suggested the massages? Tell them to. It was Red Pen. Tell them you have to pay for your masseuse treatments. Yes. Oh my goodness. All right. I'm not sure why today of all days I've been getting a ton of these calls, but we're going to go back to the poop flinging trial now. So if we get another call, we're breaking for it though. Here we go. All right, where were we? Right here.
Y'all seen drunk inmates that maybe have a it's called a under influence DUI.
Oh wait.
Judge, you gotta
hang on.
Object to.
Stop. They haven't hung up. They're still there. Hello, ma'am. Are you there? Hello. Can I tell you about my accident that wasn't my fault? Hello? Hello? They're still there. They're still on the phone. Next time, tell them the other driver's driving a unicycle. Okay. I'm going to hang up then. So they're not going to talk to me. They'll call back. All right. Especially now that they know I've been in an
Question,
accident.
I don't see what this has to do with punching the face of this trial.
It does, me.
I'm going to agree. I'm going to agree that's not relevant. Ask another question.
Okay, do inmates attack each other through these cells that may be drunk?
That may be drunk?
Yeah.
Like I stated before, it's possible that an inmate can throw liquids through things, but they cannot physically touch another inmate through these bars. No, sir.
Would you say that it is capable for inmates to protect themselves through these cells in this process?
What do you mean by protect, sir?
If an inmate gets attacked by another inmate, is it okay for them to protect each other in the general population? Or protect one another or themselves in general population if you get assaulted by another inmate?
General population, sir. This situation we're in, you're not housed in general population.
I understand that, but it's going to lead off into the idea of this, because it's a difference.
Well, here's the thing. I'm going to ask you to at this point, Mr. Hill, you're going down a path that really has nothing to do. It doesn't appear with the situation, the dorm that you were in. I think it's not relevant. I'm going to ask you to move on and ask another question.
So is bullying a thing that you have to deal with in this facility?
That's already been asked and answered. And so I'm going to ask you to move on and ask another question.
Yes. Okay, so I want to ask you, have you ever seen me get attacked inside this cell by another inmate?
No, sir.
Is it true that that inmates are pretty argumentative inside of the facility?
I would say it's possible.
Okay. Is it true that the best option for you to do when another inmate is maybe attacking you through these mesh wire fences or even in the dog cages, is what I call them,
the cells,
to put a cover up and protect yourself?
At no point are the inmates allowed to or advised to restrict the viewing of their cells from the officers, sir.
So would you say it's wrong to protect yourself from someone throwing feces at you from behind that fence?
I would say that covering your cell prevents the officers from doing their job, sir.
Okay, but not the officer, I'm saying from other inmates. I understand the officers.
Are you asking the question?
Yes.
In answer to your question, are you asking whether or not you can cover your cell with a blanket?
I'm saying, is it rightfully just to cover yourself up and protect yourself from other inmates in the facility? Or even maybe get away from you, from people who may have been there?
Based on your 8th Amendment. Cruel
At
and
no
unusual.
point are y'all allowed to cover your cell with blankets or any other items, sir.
So, what you're saying right now is y'all rather have inmates allow PCs to be thrown on them?
Negative, sir. We moved those situations in Those inmates from those situations, we will separate them to the best of our ability.
So, is it true that inmates get to write grievances upon other inmates throwing feces on them in the facility? And what is the chance that this is called assault?
Are you asking, is it possible for an inmate to file a grievance against another inmate?
Correct.
Yes, sir. That's why there's a grievance system in place.
What is the percentage rate that y'all allow inmates to go through the process and sue the county and or even place assault charges on another inmate? And the idea is,
I do not work in that department, sir.
so are you not a sergeant?
I'm currently a lieutenant.
Okay. So lieutenant is over the sergeant, right?
That's
He already answered the question that he doesn't. Move on to the next question.
So not only are you over the sergeant, are you right under the captain?
In the line of chain of command, yes, sir.
Okay. Now, in this video, I want to state that in the beginning of the video, I did not deny you the privilege to move me, but was there a reasonable cause for you to be moving me to another section of the facility?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I was given an order to move you by my lieutenant. We can move inmates from one cell to any other cell at any given time. At that point, it was deemed that there was an issue either with you or an inmate nearby, so I was asked to move you to separate the situation.
Thank you for the leeway. Okay, now, is it true that you may not see it in this video, but I did call for help from a CO and I was not provided that help?
I was not in that area of the jail, sir, so I would have no knowledge of whether or not you did or did not say.
Okay. So, do you feel like the better necessary reaction maybe would have been to tell me to lay down instead of shooting me with the pepper ball mace gun?
I feel like I gave you a clear and firm command to cuff up so that you can be moved from another cell, sir.
So, in the process of this, how many times was the trigger squeezed? And could we count that on video even?
How many times was the pepper ball?
Excessively speaking, yes, sir.
Excessively speaking, I do not feel like it was used excessively, sir.
Okay. Now, you stated that you want to shoot the side of the bars, but is it true that I crawled under the bed to hide away from you hitting me with a pepper mace gun?
The cell was covered with the blanket, sir. I could not see through the cell. At that point, I was struck with fecal matter, and the objective was to get you out of the cell as safely for you and for my officers and move you to the next cell.
Would you say I had been more terrified for my life than you were for your own life?
I would not know how you felt in that situation, sir. I am not you.
Would you have considered it?
Anytime we have a situation like this, I always give multiple commands so that everybody is clear on the orders given, because I do not want no misunderstanding, as you will, for a situation to go any further than it needs to.
Is I will what?
I'm sorry?
You said as you will. Are you speaking of me?
In general, I give multiple clear and precise commands so that there's no misunderstanding of my command given to the inmate or to an officer.
Okay. Now, I want to know, could you have made a better sound judgment and idea before having to react with a pepper mace gun, or was it absolutely necessary that you had to use a pepper mace gun in this process?
Are you asking before or after I was hit with feces, sir?
Before. Did you have to use a pepper mace gun?
I gave multiple commands for you to comply. You were still behind a blanket, or in that case, that you were preventing us to possibly use the pepper spray in the case we had to. So do I feel it was just? Absolutely. That's why I shot the corner of the cell to saturate the area.
Okay. Now this is a big piece for me. Now, is it true that I did let you know that there was an inmate across the room that was hazing me many times before, that was choosing to make a way strategically to assault me in this dorm room with other 60 inmates in these holding cells that are murderers, pedophiles, and rapists, anywhere from 18 years old on to 60 years old?
In this current situation here, you made no comment like that. You stated you were not moved and you were continuously disrespecting my officer and me and refusing to comply.
Could you tell me which one of these officers I disrespected?
All of them that was there, you were continuously cussing at us, sir, and calling them N-words and all kinds of other stuff.
Okay. Is it okay that I bring this officer Porter in as a witness? I call him Porter. He's a good friend of mine.
Keep asking questions of this witness, and then we'll see where we get.
Thank you very much.
You have to call another witness.
Or if you're finished, then we can move on to the next witness.
All right. In the process of asking for due diligence and help throughout this process of you, I was looking for aid. Did I tell you that I would comply to lay back down?
I had already answered this, but no. You made the comment that you were going to lay down, and you weren't complying with the orders to exit the cell site.
Did I have my bag packed and ready to go? And I did, just to cause for a better reaction out of you?
Negative. You stated that you were going to pack your things and you were trying to buy time. I informed you I would pack your items and ask you to comply.
I want to ask you this. Is it true that if there is a disruption inside the facility, y'all have the right to either place these inmates either inside these picket fences or take them outside and place them out on the outside picket fences?
What?
You were asking, in this situation, would there have been somewhere else for me to place you?
Yes, sir. A much better place rather than assaulting me?
You were not assaulted, sir.
This was assault. It was excessive.
Just ask the question, get your answer, move on to the next question.
Okay. Would you say that being a young individual in this facility, that the outcome of being in this facility could totally change your interaction with being societally humane in a demographic?
What?
I would object on it. Calls for speculation. It's irrelevant to this particular proceeding, and it calls for a specialized knowledge that this officer has not demonstrated an ability to testify.
Sustained. Ask another question.
Well, this is my last question before I let y'all play the video.
Right.
Do I have any other felonies regarding throwing feces?
Do you have any felonies regarding throwing
assaulting
feces?
people with feces?
At this current moment,
Do you
I'm
have
not
any
sure
fecal
what
felonies?
your charges are, sir. I don't pay attention to that. I just do what I'm told to do.
Is it true that I paid my first attorney out of 3 attorneys $10,000?
He's not going to have any way of knowing that.
No, hold on.
Sustained.
I can never speak on the $10,000 I paid my first attorney that would have got me out the facility that he extorted me out of the solicitation in the
The
facility.
objection was sustained. This isn't the appropriate witness for that. If you want to testify to that when it's your turn to testify, then you can testify. I've already told you you can't testify from right there.
What was that?
Now, when I first moved into this facility, can we be provided information on me being on medication, or I'm sorry, not on medication beforehand, before we moved into this facility? Or I was moved into the facility, or did I have on medication once I moved into the facility?
I would not have knowledge of that, sir. I do not work for the medical department.
Good English, good English. All right. Now, I want to ask you
good
this.
English.
Can we prove that there's facts that I have asked to be moved out of this side of the facility multiple times, months prior to this?
I would object. This has been asked and answered a couple of times. He's already said he had no knowledge of that.
You let me in though. Let's talk about the facility because it doesn't have anything to do with my case.
This doesn't have anything to do with my case.
Mr. Hill, ask another question.
Is it true that I have multiple messages on the kiosk begging to get my money back? That's my first question. Well, I don't want to go through the process.
I would object to relevance.
Do you know the answer to that, sir?
Of whether or not he has multiple messages.
Regarding
getting my money back.
Conditions of the facility, such as the birds flying around the facility pages, shitting on top of us. I'm sorry, defecating on top of our caves.
Are these two separate questions, sir?
No, this is one question. Is it true that
complaining about
there
the
are
birds
birds in
pooping?
the facility right now that are going through the process and defecating around the facility inside housing?
Objection. Relevance.
Sustained. Ask another question. That is not relevant to the situation that he testified to. Ask something that is relevant to that situation or finish your questioning.
Thank you. Being calm with me this time.
I'm trying.
Do you feel like being inside of these facilities, this facility could or cell for 23 hours a day can have a definite impact?
That's been asked and answered already. He's answered that.
No,
You're going to be able to testify again how it makes you feel at the appropriate time. Do you have any other questions of Lieutenant Kegley about this situation that he testified to?
Not as specific as you want me to get. It gets real specific. Not even that specific. It gets specific.
Okay. Do you want the remainder of that video played at this time?
Please do. So
Okay.
you can see I did not.
It's just a yes or no question. Again, you're not testifying. I'm just asking if you want to play it, and do not talk while it's going, okay?
Yep.
Famous last words. Yep. We might fast forward through this video.
Keep walking, man. I know it hurts. I know it feels like you can't breathe, but the more you walk, the faster it's gonna get off you. Stand up straight. Get in that shower. Stand up. Don't you spit it? No more. We will spray again, sir. Go in the back. In the back. Let's get back on. Yeah, they need a round. Yeah. Really walking down all the way. He's walking across.
Selena, Tupac's over for the day. It was only half an hour long. State rested. Defense starts tomorrow.
You gotta get walked down for 3 minutes straight. Look out.
I think I'm just going to fast forward. Any complaints? No? I didn't hear any. Okay, it's almost done. I think this is the end. Did I go back to where I was before?
That goes on. Guys.
It's finished with Lieutenant Kegley already, correct?
That's the end of it. And they're done.
Right, thank you. Any objection? Everyone's finished with Lieutenant Kegley already, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. You're excused.
If you return, you go out returning here.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
You may call your next witness.
State calls Jasmine Newman, Your Honor.
Right.
The defendant is using the full table around him to spread things out.
And Your Honor, Ms. Newman has not yet been sworn in either.
Thank you, Mr. Nichols. Good afternoon, ma'am. Would you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give in this trial will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Thank you. You can have a seat. And Ms. Newman, if you'll do the best you can to kind of lean forward, speak loudly and clearly into that microphone so that everyone can hear you. Also, if you're asked a yes or a no question, be sure to say yes or no, not just an uh-huh or a head nod, so the court reporter can take everything down. And you have a very soft voice, I can already tell. So you're going to have to really try hard to make sure those last two people over there in the jury box, make sure that they can hear you. Everybody in that top row needs to be able to hear you, okay? Okay. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Newman, good afternoon. Would you please spell your name for the court reporter?
JASMINENEWMANS.
And Ms. Newman, where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Beaumont.
Did you go to school in Beaumont?
Yes, sir.
Where'd you go to school?
So elementary, high school, Beaumont United.
When did you graduate?
Yes, sir.
When was that?
2021.
And you currently reside in the city of Beaumont?
Yes.
And have you lived in Beaumont for the last few years?
Yes.
Do you know somebody named Treylyn Hill?
Yes.
How do you know Treylyn Hill?
He was my ex.
Ooh,
ex what?
It's an ex.
Ex-boyfriend.
Boyfriend? When did y'all break up?
So we went, it's kind of a toxic situation. We broke up in 2024.
24?
Yes, sir.
About what time of year, do you remember?
June, around June.
June of 2024?
Correct.
When y'all broke up, was that was that something where y'all got along, or was that kind of not a good thing?
Our relationship was very toxic, where I kept going back and leaving and going back and leaving again.
Toxic?
Yes.
And so in June of 2024, was that when you broke it off for the last time?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
And around June 19th or 20th of 2024, did you have to call the Beaumont police?
I did.
And what was that for?
For threats and him breaking in, for threats and just very violent. It was just getting very violent.
Was there a break-in at the apartment you were living in?
Yes.
At that time, where did you live?
I was living there.
What complex was it? Or what street was it on?
On Hellbig.
On Hellbig?
Yes.
And that's in north end of Beaumont?
Yes, sir.
And tell me what happened with the break-in. Were you home at the time?
I wasn't home at the time. I was at my mom's house during the time that it was being broke in.
Okay. What happened with the break-in?
What do you mean?
How did you know someone had broken your place?
Well, I was at my mom's house, and then the next day, after I spoke to the police, I went back to my home, and the door was kind of cracked open, like he busted into my home.
Somebody kicked it in? Is that what it looked like?
Correct.
Was the door frame broken?
Correct.
And so when you walked in, was anybody there?
No, sir.
When you walked in, was there damage to your home?
Yes, sir.
What kind of damage?
A lot of vandalism damage.
I'm sorry?
Vandalism damage?
Vandalism? Were things broken?
Yes, sir.
Like what?
My tablet, my TV, my couch, one of everything in the room. They had a hole in my room.
A hole where? Like in the wall?
In the wall, yes.
Did you own a gun at the time?
Yes, I did.
What kind of gun was it? Do you remember?
Just a Ruger.
A Ruger?
Yes, sir.
Where was that gun?
Gun.
Was it taken during this break-in?
Correct.
Where did you normally keep it?
I normally keep it somewhere, either under the couch, or I have it's like a table, but it's only where I can access it.
Okay. Was anything else taken? Any identification or credit cards, anything like that?
My ammo, my old identification, and I think my old wallet.
Your wallet? What was in the wallet?
My old Social Security card and my old issued ID.
Okay. May I approach her?
You may.
Ms. Noon, I'm going to show you what I've marked as State's Exhibits 21 through 30. Would you take a look through these and tell me if you recognize what these photographs are?
I remember this door.
Speak up, please, ma'am.
Just go through the whole batch and tell me if you recognize everything.
I recognize these photos.
And are these pictures of your apartment after the break-in?
Okay.
And do they truly and accurately show the condition of your apartment and your belongings?
Correct. Okay.
Who took these pictures? The Beaumont Police take these pictures?
Correct. Yes, sir.
And that is how you remember the condition of your home after you discovered the break-in. Is that right?
Correct.
And the last picture is a picture of, well, hold on one second. We'll come back to it. I'll take the stack. Your Honor, at this time, I'd offer evidence States 21 through 30. I'll send her Mr. Hill for his review.
Mr. Hill, you can take a look at those if you'd like, and then let me know if you have an objection to states 21 through 30.
Do you think he's going to have any objections to these pictures from his ex? I think Cross is going to be nuts. He's like, hey, that's mine. I remember that. It's taking a sweet time. No objections?
Do you have any objection to states 21 through 30? They're admitted.
Matt, publish, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
So, Jasmine, you see on the screen the picture. Is this your front door?
Yes,
States Exhibit 21, and this is it had been kicked in and the frame damage. Is that correct?
right.
So what is number 22? What's this show?
Number 22 is showing that is my couch. Well, this is my living room, front room. And it seems like the couch is tilted over, damaged, and other belongings that's been damaged in the front room and the living room.
Okay, and states 23. Is that the same room?
Correct.
And what do you see there? If you tell us.
I can see my TV. I can see an old box, and I see everything else still. My bad. I can see, but I can't see.
And then number 24, same room?
Same room. Well, living room. Same room.
Now, what's number 25?
Now that's my room.
And that what does that show?
It's a big hole in my wall.
Was that hole in the wall there when you were last there before the break-in?
No, sir.
Stage 26, is this your bedroom?
Correct.
And what's this here on the ground?
That's my tablet, a broken tablet.
And that's a close-up here in stage 27, right?
Correct.
And has that tablet been destroyed?
Yes, sir.
Was it destroyed when you last saw it?
No, sir.
What is here in stage 28?
So that is the extra belongings that was in my front room, living room, and it seems like all of my stuff has been splattered and just everywhere on my floor.
And again, stage 29, what do we see here?
That's my couch.
Now, you said you owned a firearm, correct?
Correct.
And it was a Ruger. Do you remember the model of it?
9mm?
It was a 9mm. Was it in states 30? Is this a picture of the box with the information on it for your gun?
Correct.
And if I zoom in, can you tell me what the model number was?
EC9S.
So your pistol was a Ruger EC9. Is that correct?
Correct.
So you reported this break-in to the police?
Correct.
What you mentioned threats earlier. What kind of threats were being made?
But I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna come do.
I know you have such a soft voice. I'm gonna ask you to speak up a little bit more.
So the threats were, I will come back and when I come back, we're like, okay.
Was there anything that he said directly to you, or was it through messages?
Through messages.
And what was it about the messages that you took to be a threat?
It was threat messages, but I honestly cannot remember.
When you came home and you saw your door had been busted in and everything you owned thrown around or destroyed and some items stolen, did that scare you?
It did.
May I approach, Your Honor?
You may.
You recognize this?
Small, whatever it is.
Yes.
Is that your social security card?
Correct.
Was it stolen during the break-in?
And now it's evidence. You have to get a new one.
We'll give that back to you today. Do you see Treylyn Hill in the courtroom today?
Yes.
Where is he and what's he wearing?
State's had that for 2
And
years.
white.
Your Honor, may the record reflect that this witness has identified the defendant, Treylyn Hill.
The record will so reflect.
Thank you, Jasmine. I know you had to leave work to come here today, and I appreciate it. I'll pass the witness. Treylyn's going to get to ask you some questions. It's important that you just listen to his questions and ask what he asked, okay?
I don't have nothing.
All right, Mr. Hill, do you have any questions of this witness?
Yeah. Want to ask if you can on?
No, you're asking questions that are relevant to this offense or to what the testimony had to do with, okay? Do you have any questions regarding that?
I want to know after this incident, did I have any, I want to say communication with you afterwards?
Denied.
Okay. Did I have any communication with you before?
Before this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, you have.
How long were we together?
We were together 3 years.
When did we get together?
We got together February, beginning of February 2021.
Yeah.
Yes.
You remember that?
Yes, I do.
Reminisce.
I want to ask you, did we get together during high school?
Yes, during high school.
When did you move to this apartment?
February 2023.
Why did you feel it was necessary to move to Healthy, brother?
One more time?
Why you feel like it was necessary to move to Healthy, brother?
Well, they don't think that called me back, so.
Yeah. What apartments are these? Are these actually again?
Can you speak up?
What apartment are these? Where are they located? Is these PB? In a village apartments?
Correct.
Before you moved to these apartments, were we staying in our own home?
I was back and forth.
Did I have my own home at the time?
No. Well, your people's home, yeah.
Were these homes owned by my grandfather and grandmother?
Correct.
Do they own rental properties?
Yes, they do.
Did we argue on a daily basis?
Not normally.
I want to ask you this. Were we, per se, like in love in the way that we were going about dating?
Yes.
Would you say we had plenty of sexual exchanges?
We have.
Okay.
Where are you going?
Would you say I was angry when you ended up moving to these apartments?
Yes, I was.
Would you say I was a jealous man?
Yes.
Would you say I begged you plenty of times to come back home to me?
Yes.
Did I have the capability to move from multiple homes if I needed to?
Yes.
Did I offer you a place to stay?
Yes.
Whenever you needed?
Yes.
Did you help me take care of these houses?
In what way?
Like basic house needs, like.
Correct.
I need you to speak up.
Did you help me did I have pets?
Yes, you did.
Was I working on a business, looking to become an entrepreneur?
Correct.
After you decided to move away from my rental properties that were going to be lended to me, did I become a boxer?
Yes.
Aspiring for a career?
Yes.
Did you begin your own
You became a
hair
boxer.
business
Yes.
with me? Do you feel like I didn't apply enough pressure per se in our relationship?
You have.
Do you feel like I was a bit offhandish in high school in comparison to after?
It's a difference, but You were a little bit better when we got in a relationship and after we graduated.
Would you say I handle my responsibilities?
Yes, you do.
Did I complain about going to work?
No.
Was I financially secure?
He's going to ask her
You
to
were
take him
getting to a
back.
point.
Yeah.
He's trying to get her to
Do
take him
you
back right now.
know how long I've been like working?
Since we met each other.
Okay. It's out to a good start. Have you answered more than 5 of my calls while I've been in the facility?
No.
Did I make multiple calls, messages to you?
Messages, yes.
During any of these messages or calls, did I curse you out?
No.
He's very much still in
Would
love.
you say I've apologized to you plenty of times?
You have.
Did I say
Do
I'm
you think
sorry,
I'll be
Miss
the type of
Jackson?
person to apologize again?
Yes.
Okay. Did I love take you out?
You have.
Okay.
This is weird.
What
do you want
on
her to
social
write to you
media,
in
was I the
prison?
type of person to be a corrupt person in any derogatory fashion in comparison to other young black men?
Not really.
Did I state myself as was I the type of person to go through the process of being a bit of a dance trend influencer?
Yes.
Did I like TikTok?
Correct.
He's a TikTok influencer?
Were we Christian?
Not all the way per se. We were getting to a point.
Were we Christian? No. Oh, wait. Oops.
Would you say I was a good driver?
Yes.
Good driver.
Were you the first person that I saved up my money to get my first vehicle with?
Yes.
At that time, were
This
you
is not family court.
extremely happy about this situation?
I was.
Okay. Would you say that we had been in a couple fights?
Yeah.
Would you always say I was the predominant person to have started them?
Mm-hmm. Well, almost, yes.
Yes, you start all the
If
fights.
I was the one to have started these, per se, fights for us, would you say that I didn't try to calm them down?
You have.
Okay. Would you say I'm the type of person to be able to applicably speak?
Applicably?
Would you say I'm the type of person that like ask for advice during the process of arguing or how we could fix the exchange?
Correct.
Or even message you after?
Correct.
Okay. Would I beg for you to come back? Or did I beg for you to come back?
You have, and I denied.
Have I kicked you out the house before?
Yes, you have.
Have I ever like picked you up and brutalized you or anything?
What do you mean?
Have I ever left like a mark on you?
You have.
What type of?
Well, I do have a replaced missing tooth, so.
Have to replace a missing tooth.
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
So I see we both have a messed up tooth. But in the process, have you ever messed up my house?
I have.
Okay. Not an apartment, a house.
I messed up the house. I did.
You ever cut up my shoes? Or I'm sorry, drawn all of my shoes?
I have. I have vandalized some of your items.
Okay. Now it said that weapon was taken. Have you ever been the first?
I have.
Do you think I've ever been the first?
You were.
Would you say that we have gone through mental unstable challenges in our relationship due to each other?
Yeah.
And would you say it's capable for two people to accidentally drive each other mentally ill?
Yeah.
We drove each other mentally ill?
Were you the type female to be a soul searcher in the process of your own mental guidance? have I ever encouraged you to make friends?
Yes.
Okay. In the process of being in our relationship, do you remember me having friends?
Yes, I do.
You remember me having friends in school, correct?
Correct.
Do you feel like I got a little more introverted during our relationship?
Yes.
Okay. Have we been to prom together?
Yes, we have.
Prom. Do you still have the pictures?
I want to say, am I the type of person, if I was to do this, would I do it for your protection?
Yes.
What?
Would I stop you from harming yourself?
You was that correct.
Do I always agree with your family?
No.
Does your mom like me?
Have me and your siblings gotten a fight or anything before?
Yes.
Okay. Has it escalated to?
Judge, at this point, I gotta just object to this.
Thank you.
The relevance of this line of question. I understand he's using her to get some points to make some points. It's fine for his defense in this, but we're moving on to high school relationship stuff that it has no bearing in this case.
I'm going to sustain that. You need to kind of either get back on track, ask another question, or kind of wrap it up.
Okay. In the process of it escalating, have I been through the process of letting the situation go in regards to responding to you instead of leaving to escalate the situation instead of talking to you about it?
Yes.
How does she understand these questions? This is nuts.
You still like?
That's not relevant.
Do you still like me?
I got another question. It was a time in which I had been through the process and I came to your house. And I was begging to see if I had left something at your house because at this point I want to make sure you were safe, correct?
Correct.
Did I tell you it was a complete accident and maybe in the fact that I felt like I had misplaced something that could have been of danger for you?
Correct.
Okay.
What was it?
Did I go through the process of breaking into your house to see if you were okay?
You broke into my house. Not to see if I was okay.
Would you say I was worried due to you being inside of Section 8 housing apartments?
No.
Why would you say that?
Objection, Your Honor. She's answered the question.
Sustained. Ask another question.
Was I the type of person to always be looking to come to your apartments or per se a co-inhabitant?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Did you have other male friends at these apartments?
No.
While we were together?
No.
But in the process, have I asked you that during the relationship?
You have.
And what would be your response in the idea that while we're in a relationship?
I would object to relevance.
Sustained. Ask another question. That's not relevant.
The reason, can I explain something?
What?
The reason why I asked that is because I want to provide a culpable argument other than just being a burglar. Maybe it's some reason as to why this situation may have played out the way it played out. Maybe for safety reasons, maybe.
I think you've already asked her about the safety and different things like that, and that's already been answered. So I think you've already been able to do that. Move on to something else.
In the process of me being in the facility, do you feel like it's well deserved that I'm in the facility for an over extended period of time?
Correct.
Can I more than 2 years?
Correct.
All right. In the process, would you say that I cherish my grandparents?
Correct.
Okay. Did you know that did you see that I was a caretaker for my grandfather?
Right.
At this time? Okay. And
wow.
Last thing but not least,
Last but not
did
least,
you ever feel like you had to go through the process and maybe harming me?
No.
Cool.
Cool.
Do you feel like I was the type of person to come to purposely harm you or search for an argument?
Not purposely, no.
Yes, I want us to same questions there because I know I'm gonna ask you.
I'm sorry. What?
I want us to same questions there. That's enough questions for me. That's all.
You're done? Okay. Any other questions, Mr. Nichols?
Real quick, Your Honor, how'd you hurt your tooth?
He butchered.
When was that?
2023. Yeah.
After he broke into your house, you were in fear for your life, or at least for your safety?
Yes,
Did you go to your mother's house?
I did.
What happened at your mother's house on June 24th, 2024?
What do you mean?
Did something happen to your mother's car?
Yes.
What happened?
My ex shot up my mom's car with my own gun.
Your mom's car was shot up. How many times?
Oh, I'm not sure. It was a lot.
And are you aware of what type of round was used?
My pistol, my 9mm Ruger.
No other questions?
Any other questions, Mr. Hill?
No, but I do disagree to that.
Okay.
I do
Thank
disagree
you, ma'am.
to
You're
that.
excused.
Oh man, the jury's like, yeah, we got it right on the verdict. We're feeling good about that. You know, thank you for the vote of confidence.
Thank you, Mr.
May I call your next witness?
Just a quick break. We've been going.
Wait, yes. Sorry, everybody.
That was a quick break. Okay, so let's see what the judge says right here after they leave.
Okay, let the record reflect the jury's outside the presence of the courtroom. Anything we need to take up before we take a quick break?
Nothing to state, Your Honor.
Anything before we take a break, Mr. Hill? I have added into the court's proposed charge the paragraph having to do with extraneous acts and offenses. I'll print that out. It's just one additional paragraph. I'll make a star by that paragraph, Mr. Hill, so you'll know what change I made to the one that I gave you earlier. Depending on where we get, I feel like it's probably likely we won't get to that until tomorrow morning anyway. So I'll have a good copy for everybody to take with them this evening, read that charge so that we can go straight into it when it's time. All right, we'll be in a short recess.
Judge takes a short recess. I'm going to skip ahead to when she comes back, which is right here. There we go. Recess is over.
Okay, let the record reflect state's present, Mr. Hill's present. Anything before we bring the jury in?
I'm from state here.
Anything before we bring the jury in? All right, thank you. You can bring the jury in.
This case is just crazy. I don't know what they're going to give him sentence-wise. Apparently, he may or may not have priors. I mean, I don't know how you don't have a prior if you shot up somebody's car. I'm pretty sure that would be worthy of maybe a prior court case or conviction. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Judge, you up for this? For another day of this? It's crazy. Feels like we attended someone's therapy session. Yes. Yeah, we went to marriage counseling is what we just did. We just finished an unsuccessful round of marriage counseling. And we were at the I did everything right phase for the husband. That's what we were listening to. Oh, man. I think he adds 15 years for every witness. He wants to ask her, will you take me back? Write me. Put money on my card. I need noodles. Texas doesn't play with sentencing. It's aggravated firearm offense. I'm thinking 15 at minimum. See what the jury thinks. He's clearly shown that he's got some temper issues, and he did that in front of the jury. It's a terrible idea. Okay, jurors coming in. There we go.
And let the record reflect the jury seated. State's attorney's present. Mr. Hill is present. Mr. Nichols, you may call your next witness.
State calls Bernard Holmes, Your Honor.
Bernard Holmes.
Bernard.
Bernard Holmes. What's up with Bernard? Looks like he has a badge on.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
You'll please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give in this trial will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. You can have a seat. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Holmes, would you introduce yourself to the jury and spell your name for the court?
I'm Bernard Holmes. My name is BARNARD HOLMES, and I'm a correctional staff at Jefferson County.
How long have you worked at the Jefferson County Jail?
2 years.
And during that time, what's your day-to-day? What do you do?
Pretty much I work in Max, or I'm working booking, and pretty much make sure everybody, eats, is safe from other inmates, and make sure the scene is all clear.
Okay. Back on May 27th of 2025, were you working at the jail?
Yes, sir.
And did you have an opportunity to witness an incident involving an inmate named Treylyn Hill?
Yes, sir.
Do you see Treylyn Hill in the court?
Yes, sir.
Could you point him out for me? What's he wearing?
A white shirt.
Your Honor, may the record reflect that this witness has identified the defendant, Treylyn Hill.
The record will so reflect.
And so where did you see Treylyn Hill that day?
I seen Treylyn Hill come in. Well, he was in front of a inmate cell because I was taking an inmate or putting the inmate in a day room, and I turned the corner and I seen inmate Hill.
And he was standing in front of a different inmate's cell or his own cell?
Different inmate.
And what was going on?
I saw him having the CO gas, spray gas that we used to de-escalate a situation.
Is that commonly called pepper spray?
Yes, sir.
And who had it?
Inmate Treylyn Hill.
Mr.
How would an inmate get hold of pepper spray?
They came at that day. I guess the supervisor's office was open because it was just in the beginning of our shift. When I got there, I immediately started doing what I needed to do.
And so when you saw Treylyn Hill with a can of pepper spray, what was he doing?
He was spraying another inmate that was in the cell.
Was that cell door closed?
Yes, sir.
So he was spraying an inmate who was trapped in a cell.
Yes, sir.
With pepper spray.
Yes, sir.
What did you do?
I ran immediately down there to try to stop him, and then once I got there, he turned the spray on me, but he did not spray me. I put my hand up so just in case he do spray me, and grabbed the can and grabbed him and escorted him outside.
So he pointed it towards you, but never sprayed you. Is that
Yes,
correct?
yes, sir.
Was he compliant at that point?
Yes, sir.
Did you have to use force or anything?
No, sir.
But he pepper sprayed another inmate.
Yes, sir.
Do you know that inmate's name?
Coy Dot.
Thank you, sir. I'll pass it.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Nichols. Mr. Hill, do you have any questions of Officer Holmes?
Yes. What's up, Holmes?
Speak up, okay.
The reason why I'm questioning you right now is just providing feel proof for assurance for me in the case matters right now. I want to ask you, do you usually have to deal with any problems regarding me being, let's say, harassed in the facility by other inmates?
Every inmate get harassed by every other inmate. So
I want to know, how do you feel about inmates harassing one another in these facilities?
I don't like it, but it's gonna happen. That's why we try to prevent it.
Is it usual for these inmates to be doing feces with one another in the facility or in indoor and indoor?
Yes.
Usually, what is the reason that inmates are brought into this side of the facility?
It's some kind of punishment because of what you did on the dorms.
Cool. How long have you been working at the facility, Mr. Holmes?
2 years.
In the past 2 years that you have known me as an inmate in this facility, have I ever asked to be moved to general population
Not that I know of.
or spoken to you, maybe?
You have spoken to me, but that's has nothing to do with me.
Is it usual that I cause any problems for you or other inmates in the facility either?
On and off.
Would you say I protected myself from other inmates in the facility?
I guess so. I haven't seen him personally.
The last time that you and I had any sort of, per se, situation that was done in the facility, it was another inmate, correct, that was throwing feces at me, right?
I was both doing it.
The last inmate that had a problem in the facility, his name was the Court Shallow, right?
Yes.
If you got to object to any question about other inmates at the jail, it's not relevant to what we're doing.
LaCoy died, per se.
Hold on. If it has to do, I guess, with a specific incident, I'm going to let them go into it just briefly, but we're not going to go very far. You can ask a few more questions and then we'll kind of see where we get, okay?
Okay. Now it was said that I pepper maced the inmate in this facility. Did you have body cam footage, or do you believe there was any footage in that process?
Yes.
Did I state to you the reason in which I had did that?
No.
I remember in the process, shortly after, even 5 minutes after, they placed me in the rec yard to be there, calm and cool, and contemplative.
Yes.
So let me think about my attitude.
And then they placed me back in my original cell.
Not that I know of. No, I don't know.
Okay. Do I usually cause any problems for you, Mr. Holmes?
Sometimes you have good days and you have bad days.
Okay. On my good days, what am I usually doing in the facility?
You stand to yourself.
Do I write music?
Yes.
Your Honor, I would object. This is improper, trying to bolster his credibility or his character.
It's
improper characterization.
It's punishment. Y'all can cross-examine. Go ahead, or you can re-question.
Would you say that inmates usually may have to deal with multiple new silly inmates? Per se, a silly inmate is an individual that is new and moved into the cell, correct?
Yes.
Is this something that's even on a daily basis?
Yes.
Okay. That's all I gotta ask right now.
Okay. Thank you. Any other questions, Mr. Nichols?
I have no other questions for Officer Holmes. I'd ask that he be allowed to return to duty.
Thank you, sir. You're excused.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
You may call your next witness.
State calls Oriana Eli.
Oriana Eli.
I think the state could have just closed and skipped this portion. I'm surprised we have any testimony at all in punishment phase from the state. You already know the jury believes you. Just ask them what you want.
Good afternoon, ma'am. If you please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give in this trial will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Thank you. You may have a seat.
I think she's quiet as well. Corrections
And you've got a
officer.
soft voice, so I'm going to be sure to speak loudly and clearly in that microphone so everybody can hear you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Would you introduce yourself to the jury and please spell your name for the court?
Oriana Eli, Oriona-Eli.
And Miss Eli, what do you do for a living?
Correctional officer at Jefferson County Correctional Facility.
How long have you worked there?
3 years.
And were you working there back on October 12th, 2025?
I was.
What's your day-to-day? What do you normally do?
Perform my normal duties as a correctional officer.
And on that day, did you have any interaction with an inmate named Treylyn Hill?
I did.
Do you know Treylyn Hill?
Not personally.
Do you know who he is?
I do.
Do you see him in the courtroom?
Yes.
Can you point him out for me? Tell me something he's wearing.
White button down.
Your Honor, may the record reflect that this witness has identified the defendant, Treylyn Hill.
The record will so reflect.
So what happened on October 12th?
As I said, I was performing my normal duties, conducting a security round, and when looking into inmate Hill's single cell, I observed him standing on top of the sink, masturbating.
Oh, great. We're here again.
Is that against the rules?
It is.
Is that offensive to you?
Not just the sink part.
Is that something that the inmates will do on purpose in front of female guards?
To get the attention they want, I guess.
Is that something that they routinely do?
Yes.
Is that something that Treylyn Hill routinely does?
Yes.
Have you had other incidents with Mr. Hill?
Not besides that one, no.
This is his signature
Thank
move.
You. I'll pass witness.
Thank you. Mr. Hill, do you have any questions of this witness?
Would you say I was arbitrarily overly defined in the process of doing that?
You continued when I told you to get down.
Would you say I stand at the door all day begging for mercy? I mean begging for like attention?
You do.
Okay. Am I usually the type of person to act like other inmates in the facility?
Yep.
Repeat that?
Like, would you say I usually act like other inmates in the facility?
What are you trying to say about that?
Let me ask you another question, because I know it can be difficult, you know. But would you say other inmates are raggedy or like overly defined in comparison?
Objection, Judge. I'm not sure what he's asking.
Sustained. Asked another question.
Would you say other inmates can be overly uncompliant?
Yes.
Okay. Was I overly uncompliant with you?
You were.
Why are you saying that?
Because you refused to get off the sink, masturbating. You continued to masturbate when I told you that I was writing you up.
So, I mean, how long would we masturbate for? What?
Why is he grinning
Sustained.
from ear to ear?
Ask another question.
I feel like that matters.
It doesn't matter. Ask a question.
I didn't mean to embarrass you. I apologize for masturbating.
Ask a question.
Will you forgive me for masturbating?
Ask a question. That we're not talking about forgiveness. Ask a question that has to do with something legal.
I'm so sorry.
Or factual.
Would you say these inmates have high testosterone?
Objection, Your Honor. He's using this as an opportunity to try to embarrass her even further.
No.
Sustained.
Not at all.
Sustained. You're not going to ask these questions. That's not his name, first of all. Second of all, you need to be careful with your questioning. Ask another question. I've sustained the objection.
He's grinning from ear to ear.
Would you say inmates or even could be slobbering at the mouth sitting in the ISO cell all day?
Could be what?
Slobbering at the mouth. Sitting in the ISO cell all day.
Objection, Your Honor. I don't even understand what that means. He's trying to make a mockery of this court and trying to embarrass this witness.
Agreed. Sustained. Don't ask that question either.
How long was I in the ISO cell from?
I've only known you from the ISO cell since you've been incarcerated.
Would you say that's like an incorrect way to communicate with females behind the ISO cell?
Absolutely. Masturbate, yes.
Do you feel like there's something that's abnormal amongst men?
Again, Your Honor, objection.
Sustained.
Okay, I'm going for the 99.
And would you
Ask another. That means you can't ask that. Ask another question.
Here's my last question. Would you say this is like your personal home while you in this facility? Like you used to be in here all day long?
It's my career, yes.
No, us. Like the men, the inmates. Would you say this is like our residence?
You're incarcerated here while doing your time, yes.
Okay, and this is my last question for you. Do we get to drink coffee all day? Multiple cups of coffee all day?
You get coffee on commissary.
And are you, of course, our main caretakers in that process?
Yes, I supervise you all.
So how many trays you pass as a shift?
3. One martial.
Relevance, Judge?
Sustained.
Would it be easy to fall in love with a guard?
We're not asking that
Your Honor.
question.
I'd ask that she be excused and not be subject to any more questions like this, Your Honor.
I'm going to grant that. Thank you, ma'am. You're
Thank you.
excused.
Thank you.
You don't get to talk to Ms. Brazo at this point either. You may call your next witness.
State calls Tegan Butte, Your Honor.
I'm overly concerned with the fact that he could not wipe that silly grin off his face through that whole line of questioning.
Good afternoon, ma'am. You raise your right hand. Do you swear affirm the testimony you're going to give in this trial will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. You can have a seat.
Please, not another. Oh, it is another. Oh, man.
You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Officer Butte, would you please introduce yourself to the jury? Tell us what you do for a living and spell your name.
My name is Tegan Butte, TeeganBouttte. I'm a correctional officer at Jefferson County Correctional Facility.
How long have you worked there?
2.5 years.
And during that time, have you come to know an inmate named Treylyn Hill?
Yes, sir.
Do you see him in the court?
Yes, sir.
Can you point him out? Tell me what he's wearing, please.
A white long sleeve.
Your Honor, the record reflects this witness has identified the defendant,
I make this
Treylyn.
look good.
The record will so reflect.
Officer Butte, during the time that you have worked at the Jefferson County Correctional Facility, have you had incidents involving Treylyn Hill?
Yes, sir.
Specifically back around August 22nd, 2025, did you have an incident involving Treylyn Hill?
Yes, sir.
Did you have 2 incidents that day involving Treylyn Hill?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me what happened first? And I know if you have a printout of your narrative, if you need to look at it to refresh your memory, just ask. We'll give you a chance to do that, but you can't read from it, okay?
You can use it to
I
refresh
know
your
you-
memory. Just don't read
Okay.
read off of it. But you can look at it.
The first incident was when he came back from the day room. He was going back to his cell, and then he came into my face and barked at me.
Came in your face. How close was he to you?
Very close.
And he barked at you
Right.
like a dog?
Yes.
Did you consider that a threat?
I did.
What did you do?
I pushed him,
And then what happened?
and then another officer came and handcuffed him.
And was that the end of that incident?
Yes.
What happened next during the same day?
I went to hit the tag at his cell.
What do you mean hit the tag?
Yes.
Just explain the jury that.
So whenever we do rounds, we have a red tag on their cells, and we have to hit it every 20 minutes to make sure that they're okay and breathing.
It's a security check, isn't it?
Right.
Okay. So what happened when you did the security check at his cell?
Whenever I checked in his cell, he was butt naked, masturbating.
And again, is that a problem to be doing that in the jail?
Hold on. Objection.
What's your objection?
How can she push me if I'm in my cell but naked at master?
This was a second incident. If you listen to what she's saying, then you'll understand that she's talking about a second incident. Your objection's overruled. Go ahead.
So when you made a security check, he was naked in his cell. What was he doing?
He was in the shower, stroking his penis.
He was masturbating.
Right.
Is that a problem?
It is.
Is it disrespectful?
It is.
Is this a problem specifically with inmate Treylyn Hill?
It is.
Have you had several incidents where you've written him up for masturbating in front of you?
Plenty.
This is the first, this incident being August 22nd or 23rd? How about September 14th, 2025?
She's got a stack of these complaints.
He asked me to bring a commissary sheet to his cell, and once I went over to his cell and brought the commissary sheet, he was naked masturbating.
September 26th, 2025.
He asked me again for a commissary sheet, and once I went to his cell, he was masturbating.
September 13th of 2025. Wasn't masturbating. What was it?
No, so I don't.
Did he ever throw anything at you?
Yes,
What did he do? What do you remember about that incident?
it was an unknown liquid substance.
How did that happen?
I don't recall.
Were you by his cell or was it somewhere else?
I was by his cell.
And he threw something on you?
Right.
Do you know what it was?
No, sir.
Is that scary?
Right.
You literally don't know what, was it a liquid?
Yes, it was.
Was it clear?
I don't recall.
Could it have been water?
It could have.
Could it have been urine?
It could have.
Could it have been spit?
It could have.
You don't know, do you?
I don't know.
And is this just typical of the behavior of Treylyn Hill?
Right. He's known for throwing urine, water, feces at officers.
Thank you, ma'am. Sorry I have to be here. I'll pass the list.
Thank you, Mr. Nichols. Mr. Hill, do you have any questions of Officer Butte?
I want to ask her this, if she doesn't mind me asking.
Oh, she does.
What cell was I in when this situation occurred?
Meg.
Mary ISO 12.
You are OG.
Is it true that Mary ISO 12 is right under the camera?
Yes.
37 months on the jury. Thank you so much.
What reason would I do this right under the camera?
I don't know.
Okay. Let me ask you another question. Is it true that y'all walk around with keys for the cell, stopping the cell?
Yes.
How long are the keys that y'all walk around with?
What?
The keys can't open the cell.
For like to pass you a tray?
How long are they?
Yeah. Not
long.
Not that long? Okay. Let me ask you this. Do they give a little jingle when y'all walking?
Yes.
Would you say you walk feminine?
Objection, Your Honor.
It's a simple you walk.
Stop. There was an
feminine.
objection, and I'm going to sustain it. So you better ask another question, and you need to not go down the same path that you went down with the prior witness, or I'm going to stop you from asking questions that are not relevant.
Would you say that y'all have the capability as correctional officers to curse us out, or do you use your First Amendment?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think? Would you say that's a occurrence that's used to control inmates?
No.
Would you say that I was the type of inmate to be overly, belligerently, extremely offensive towards you?
100%.
100%. Why'd you say that?
And the idea of me being the type of person to be a masturbator in the vicinity, would you say I was the type of person to like be flirtatious?
Yes.
Okay.
This was
now
his...
you say that I barked at you at a point in time. Are you proclaiming that like I'm some sort of animal, or are you just saying like I barked at you?
A dog. You barked at me like a dog.
And what did you do after I barked at you?
I pushed you.
This is so bad. Britt, thank you so much for being here.
Have I ever tried to like grab you or anything?
Yes.
Are you lying to me?
I am not.
Do you have video proof footage of this?
We have cameras.
And in 12 cell, I am under the camera?
You be in the day room area where we have cameras. Were you in the day room with the kiosks and the phones?
So was I in ISO? Was I in ISO or was I in maximum security?
You was in Mary ISO 12.
Okay, so how would you be the type of person to let me inside of the day room?
I would get a male officer to pull you out.
Would you say I was too scared to go in the day room because you were the type to curse me out?
No.
Okay. Would you have let me in the day room?
I would let a male officer pull you out, and I would stay in the day room.
So I'll rest my case on that question when it comes down to that.
You rest your case on that question?
And idea, would you say that I had any sort of maybe like vendetta against you or anything like that? Or like purposely, repeatedly coming after you angrily?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Do you have any other questions? I'm sorry?
No, no.
Okay, any other questions, Mr. Nichols?
No, Your Honor, that's it. Officer Boutte being allowed to.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Officer Boutte. You're excused.
Who'd he just wave at?
You may call your
Like
next
this?
witness.
Oh, Ramira Dudley?
Why don't they stop the states relaying this on? They are. Loves True Crimes. Thank you. Amazing, generous supporter of the channel. Okay, this is gross. I'm going to say it anyway. This witness is fulfilling sexual fantasies. He's acting out sexual fantasies in court. I don't know how to say that any other way.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
By having the previous
Would you
witness
please raise your right hand?
show how long the
Do you swear
keys
from the
were.
testimony you're going to give in this trial will be
His
the truth,
mind
the whole
was
truth, and
somewhere
nothing but the
else.
truth? Yes, ma'am. Thank you. You can have a seat. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Officer Dudley, would you please introduce yourself to the jury and please spell your name out for the court?
Romani Dudley. My first name spelled Romynie. Last name Dudley.
Okay. And you work at the Jefferson County Jail?
Yes, sir.
How long
Why
you
is the
done
state
that?
calling more?
3 years.
And during that time, do you know an inmate named Treylyn Hill?
Yes, sir.
Do you see him in the courtroom?
Yes, sir.
Can you point him out? Tell me something he's wearing.
White shirt.
Your Honor, may the record reflect that this witness has identified the defendant, Treylyn Hill.
The record will so reflect.
And during that time that you've worked at the jail and interacted with Treylyn Hill, have you ever had to write him up for disciplinary infractions?
Yes, sir. Multiple times.
Specifically, May 20th of 2026, was there an incident?
Yes, sir.
What happened then?
We can guess.
I'm sorry, I think I read, the 26th of May.
Yeah, I know that was the last time I believe I wrote him up. That time, so now I work in booking, and he was in booking, I believe, coming to court, and he looked into a cell, and he seen an inmate that was on suicide watch, and they didn't have a turtle suit on. He seen that they was naked, and then he said, it was feces on the floor, and then he said for me to clean, I need to be the one to clean it up.
What was that interaction? What's the infraction there? What was it that he was doing?
I wrote him up for disrespect because he said my first name.
He calls you Ramir?
Romani.
Romani,
Yes,
excuse
sir.
me. Is that
Stop
is that a problem in the jail?
Yes, sir.
Why so?
That's disrespectful. We go by last names. And
It prevents you from enforcing discipline, doesn't it?
yes, sir.
Does he know you from outside the jail?
Yes, sir.
Did y'all go to high school together?
Yes, sir.
Did you have another incident with him September 9th of 2025?
Yes, sir.
And what happened then?
On that day, I was working in a maximum security dorm, the ISO cell specifically. He was in a Mary ISO 12, and as I was doing a round, do 20-minute rounds, Mr. Hill, he was when I went to hit his door, he was masturbating.
And is that a common occurrence with female jailers at the jail with Treylyn Hill?
Yes, sir.
Has that happened to you on any other occasions?
Multiple.
Was there another incident October 23rd of 2025?
Yes, sir.
And what was that incident?
He was being served a disciplinary for an incident that happened the same day, maybe a couple hours before that. And he became very disrespectful, calling me out my name, and
Called you by your first name?
He was calling me out my name. He called me by my first name, and he stuck me into it.
What kind of things did he say?
Called me a dyke ass bitch. Excuse my language. Called me a dyke ass bitch. He told me he'll be home soon, and just threatened me to do
Disrespect?
Yeah.
You took it as a threat?
Yes, sir.
Did you feel threatened?
The
Yes,
judge
sir.
is going to end
Thank
this.
you, ma'am. I'm sorry you have to be here. I'll pass what it's
Thank you, Mr. Nichols. Mr. Hill, do you have any, let me, first, before you start asking questions, I want you to ask appropriate questions. Unlike what you've been doing before, do you have any questions of Officer Dudley?
I want to ask the first one.
I can't understand a word you're saying. Speak up loudly and clearly.
Professionally speaking, I want to ask you, when did you begin working at JCC?
On the exact date?
I mean, what time?
July of 2023.
2023? Yeah. Okay. So, in the process, when I first got to the facility, Do you remember I was in general population?
You were in medium custody. Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, and then in this process, um, I want to also ask you, what high school did you attend?
No, we're not going to ask personal questions about that.
Okay. Do you know what high school I attended?
Yes, sir.
Did we attend the same high school?
We did.
Okay. Did I date your youngest sister?
Objection, Your Honor. It's got nothing to do with the punishment phase, any kind of evidence or character evidence in this case.
Sustained.
I asked that because it was a conversation we had, and that's how I knew her. Because I dated her younger sister.
That's not going to be relevant. Ask something else.
Oh my goodness.
Later. Sorry, I was being triggered. In the idea of this, I know we had a situation. I remember walking up to you one time.
Objection to the form of the question and relevance, Your Honor.
Well, we don't know if it's relevant yet, but just ask the question. Don't tell the story first. Just ask a question.
I was gonna say.
Go ahead.
Would you say I thought the horse played with you one time?
Not that I recall.
So would you rather label that as more of a attack than horse playing?
What do you mean?
I remember you rolled me up one time. How many times did you roll me up?
Too many to count.
Would you say I took the write-up serious?
Every time.
Would you say that I knowledgeably knew that the write-ups could be used against me?
You've mentioned it before.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Would you say that I have made jokes towards you that you haven't respected?
You didn't respect my jokes?
I wouldn't say jokes, but you have made statements that I deem disrespectful.
Let me ask you this. How many write-ups have you read on me?
You already asked that question.
Have you ever handed me a write-up while I was asleep?
No.
Okay. I remember I have over 14 write-ups by you.
What's the question?
And how many conversations have we had in the facility?
Multiple.
I disagree with that. How can I prove this?
Ask your questions, and then later, if you want to testify, you'll have that opportunity to tell your side of the story, and the jury will decide who to believe.
They've decided already.
In the idea of these write-ups, does it say on these write-ups that these write-ups can be proven if seen on trial? Can they be proven beyond a reasonable doubt and defended against?
What do you mean?
I'm saying if you were to have written me up before and I said it wasn't true, could I prove it against you?
You go to
write-ups, somebody know when to chill out.
You go to disciplinary court.
Okay. Now, in the process of going to disciplinary court, are you sent to the captain's office?
I'm not sure what they do disciplinary court at for maximum security inmates.
Okay. Now, is it true that you can have your disciplinary supposedly, let's use the word, not granted to you if you choose to say not guilty?
What do you mean not granted?
If you say, can you plead not guilty or guilty on the disciplinary write-ups?
Yes, yes, sir. You had out.
Okay. Now, these disciplinaries can affect you in court. So this leads to a question to say that if you say that I was guilty and I say I wasn't guilty, then you will usually side with officer.
No, sir. They do a pretty good job investigating the disciplinaries.
So would you say that all these times that you went in disciplinary, you had a camera on you?
In the ISO highway, yes, sir. They have cameras.
So all officers have cameras on in the facility.
Are you saying like if I have a body camera on?
Have you had a body camera on?
No, sir.
Okay. But how many of these write-ups can you prove that the write-ups had some sort of footage of proof?
We don't have cameras inside of the cell, but whenever you go to disciplinary court, they do ask you. I don't know what you say at disciplinary court, but they do ask you.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna leave it at that. I ain't gonna do too much.
No more questions? Thank you. Any other questions, Mr. Nichols?
About this ordinance, Your Honor, in essence, should be excused.
Thank you, Officer Dudley. You're excused. Thank you very much.
Quit calling people.
Mr. Nichols?
Judge, can I approach real quick?
Sure.
This is actually a problem. This is ex parte.
And just for some scheduling purposes, and it's been a very long day as well, we're going to go ahead and break for the day. We'll get started tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. Please keep in mind all the instructions you were previously given. If everyone else would please remain seated, you're excused until tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock.
He's going to ask for home release, home confinement. I don't think the jury's going to give him that. I don't think any of the jury members there are finding his line of questioning nearly as entertaining and interesting as he finds it.
All right, let the record reflect the jury's outside the presence of the courtroom. Mr. Nichols and Mr. Smith, I have emailed you both a new copy of the court's proposed charge that includes the extraneous offense paragraph on page 2. Mr. Hill, I have a written copy for you. On page 2, I've made a mark by the new paragraph. It is the only change that I've made in that document compared to the one that you were given earlier today. Is there anything else that we need to take care of before we break for the day, Mr. Nichols? Is there anything, Mr. Hill, that you need to talk about before we break for the day and start tomorrow morning?
No, ma'am.
Okay, court will be in recess until tomorrow.
Court's in recess till tomorrow. Now we're caught up. We're live. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I honestly thought that the worst thing he could possibly do to tank his own case was the way he was behaving during the trial. And then the sentencing phase started. And Mr. Hill said, "Hold my beer." And he took destroying his case into his own hands and just.
I think you're making a terrible mistake.
Made a terrible mistake for sure. I'm gonna have to have somebody. Someone called me or texted the burner phone and said, "Hey, there's a case out of Texas you need to follow. It's a pro se case. Which one of you can I pass the blame off for this one?" Josh was not the one who suggested it, so we can't blame Josh. Although I think he said he would have suggested it had he had the opportunity first. He was offered a plea. He was. Somebody fess up. Somebody fess up. I can go back to the text messages. No, I'm not going to out you. You're good. Oh my goodness. It's been a crazy day in court. Absolutely wild. That's reflective. All right, let's be done, shall we? It's been a long day. I have no words. There's nothing I can say beyond what I've already said, and already that is going to be taken out of context. But this Mr. Hill, he's chosen the hill to die on, and
If you could just use your words.
I'm not sure if jail's a punishment for him. I think he thrives. He really enjoys being in custody. So it's going to end tomorrow. This case is going to be done probably in the morning. What a Wednesday. 80s, you were busy bleeping everything's out. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure we got demonetized somewhere along the line. Oh my goodness. Let's see. It's not showing anything yet. That's well, maybe. We'll see.
I think
Should
you're
be all
making
right.
a terrible mistake.
Made a terrible mistake. We made a terrible mistake by choosing this trial, but we're going to see it through. I want to see the jury throw the book at him. And more than that, I want to see the judge throw the book at him, because the judge, first of all, she knows what he's doing. She's not oblivious to his creepy, disgusting tactics. It's funny. It's funny. We can laugh and we can use the screaming goats, and we can say, I can't believe that this is happening today. That this happened today in a Texas courtroom. This is real life. This isn't some twisted comedy sketch for some weird YouTube channel. This is real life in court today. That's what we just watched. Well, it's hump day. Yep. Raquel West is a goat. She puts up with that kind of thing daily. Yeah, but she's not going to put up with it when sentencing comes around. I can't wait to hear what she has to say to Mr. Hill. It might just wipe that smile off his face. We'll see. Of course, maybe she will be the bigger person and just sentence him and say, bailiffs, take him away. Oh, my goodness. He wants to serve 2 years because he's already done 2 years on this case. He's been held in custody for 2 years. If he gets sentenced to 2 years, he basically gets let go because of time served. And then everybody in the neighborhood and in the whole town and is now at risk of receiving the treatment that all those guards received in jail. You don't want that. You don't want that. Tonight when you go home, please hug the people you love, smile at someone, make their day just a little bit better, and please stay safe till we go live again. Tomorrow morning, we're going to pick up with Raquel West, judge out of Texas. She starts, because it's in Texas, they're a little bit later. They're Central Time. So it's going to be a little later start. We'll probably do a little court hopping before we catch up with the last of, I guess, part 3 of that trial. And I will personally applaud when it's over, I think. I think so. I don't think the jury's feeling very sympathetic for him right now. All right, guys, have a good night. Thank you all. Be good to each other. I'm going to go take a shower. Cold shower. All right, you guys. We'll see you in the morning. Bye-bye.
You wear multiple hats, sir.
You don't put a diplomatic plate on a hoopty.
I think you're making a terrible mistake.
Because